Hey guys, welcome to this week's office hours here for Local Marketing Institute VIPs. Some cool stuff going on this week we're going to talk about. We want to talk a little bit about new Google's automated search filters. If you have any questions, feel free to put them into the question box here in the live webinar. If you're watching this archived, just go ahead and put them in the comments area. So let's kick this off and talk a little bit about something with Google's automated search filters. If you don't know about this, let's just do a generic search, right? Like I did a search for attorneys in Denver, Colorado. And if you look at the local business results, it's going to obviously serve up the normal 3-pack. Let's say someone types in and said, hey, show me the best attorneys in Denver, Colorado. It's interesting. This is where those reviews are going to become important, the 4 and 5 stars, because best automatically applies the filter. So when you type in best attorneys or something like that, it's automatically say, well, only show the 3 results if they have a 4.0 rating or higher. So back over here, you could see this showed Fairfield Woods with no reviews, but when we said best, it's only going to show 4-star reviews and higher. And let's say another filter, like let's say you had an emergency and you wanted to find a plumber that was open right now. So Denver plumbers that are open right now, well, what that does is it automatically applies this filter to say for the open now. So it's just another way that Google's interpreting what people type in their search and automatically filtering out results. So you could also say, well, what about Denver plumbers that are open 24/7? It would apply the filter open 24 hours automatically without anybody having to actually select a filter. It just does it. There are a couple of other filters that are built in here. So in restaurants, we have like cuisine, we have price point on hours as well. So let's say we're to do fancy restaurants. Google's interpreting that as meaning probably pretty expensive. So just by typing in fancy restaurants, Google's automatically applied the filter of $3 to $4, which, by the way, the dollar signs actually have no real dollar range attached to them. It's just, do you think you're a cheap place, a sort of cheap place, a relatively expensive place, or a really expensive place? It's completely subjective. You can do the same thing opposite. Hey, show me cheap restaurants. So cheap restaurants, again, is showing you restaurants that are $1 sign. The cheapest you can get out there. Google's trying to do more and more to interpret what people just type in and interpret that with the filters they have in place. One other thing I want to point out here is you can combine these together. So I want to find the best cheap restaurants in Denver that are open now. Google's taken all those and searched for the best ones, which are 4.0 rating, the best cheap ones, which are a $1 sign, and the ones that are open now, just like that. Is there anything we can do about this? Not really. It's just, this is why, though, it's very important when you're working with your listing on Google that you make sure you've got the right office hours in place, you've got the right kind of metadata, just all the various data you can get out of your business. Make sure that that is as accurate as possible. So a couple questions on this. Does schema markup affect these filters? This is more taking off of what the information you have in your Google My Business listing. So your office hours in Google My Business listing, you can self-identify the $1 to $4 signs, and obviously the ratings are taken from Google's ratings. It's not reading the ratings you may have on your own website.